So all day long, I've been hearing about this 50 Cent shit. You know what I mean? His son talking about 6,700 a month wasn't enough for child support. You know what I mean? You got some people, mostly women, you know what I mean, jumping on his child side. And my thing is, nobody never wants to admit on how the family was broken up in the first place. The mother broke up the family. You know what I mean? 50 wanted to be a family with his baby mom. She even said it. He's obsessed with me. I cheated. I met somebody else. So technically, you broke up the family. That man got successful. He still took care of his son, still took care of you. Meanwhile, he got a life to live. You found somebody else, okay. You moved on, I moved on. Now you done brainwashed the son against him. You know what I mean? And that's usually how shit go in the black community. I'm going through that shit as we talk. You know what I mean? And there's only so much a motherfucker can take. They asked 50 Cent, yo, do you love your son? He said, I used to love him. You know what I mean? I used to love him, but the real question is, how long can you love someone that don't love you back? And that's a shame, because this is what goes on in the black community. Black man, we find love. We find, you know what I mean? We find love at a young age. We probably fuck up, you know what I mean? Make up some make some mistakes and shit in a relationship. You know what I mean? We trying to get our shit together. Meanwhile, most of the time, black men, we want to have a family with the woman we have kids with. Women break up the family. Not in all situations, but most situations, the women break up the family, move on, get child support. And then, you know what I'm saying, if it don't work out with the next nigga, you know, all the problems fall back on the baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. He paying child support. Or you get another woman. You know what I'm saying? He being looked at as this, and you spending more time with her kids than you do your own kid. You ain't gonna never see your son no more or your daughter no more. Like, it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's hard to try to co-parent with, you know, someone with this mentality. It's hard to co-parent with anybody in the black community, man. Flies all around me and shit. I'm just saying, it's hard, it's fucked up. And it leaves the child fucked up and the mentality fucked up. That boy mentality is fucked up. Talking about $6,700 wasn't enough. But where's your mom have? If he's paying $6,700 a month, that means your mom should have been putting up $6,700 a month for you. You know what I'm saying? And that leaves an estimate of what? $13,400 a month for you. You know what I mean? From the time you 18. And then when it's over, it's over. But you looking at your pop like he's the enemy. You want the enemy? He was successful. He was a successful black man, chased his dreams. She's been taking notes. And just like DJ Academics and Zip with the Drip said, why you ain't never tell the judge that you wanted to go stay with your father? If you wanted to be just like your father, you admired your father, and you wanted that lifestyle, shit, I would have been with my pop. All right, mom, I love you, but I'm trying to go stay with my pop. You know what I mean? I would have been screaming, G-Unit, rocking the sneakers and everything. You know what I mean? You was old enough, you know what I mean? You wanted that. You suffer from that, and we need to make up a word for this. For these kids to think it's okay to say their father don't love them or their father wasn't in their life. I'm gonna come up with a word for this shit. You suffer from that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. These kids think it's cool to say, oh, my pop wasn't there. He ain't do this for me. He ain't do that for me. He gave you life. You know what I'm saying? Your dad gave you fucking life, man. He probably the reason you are good. These kids are suffering from that shit, man, in the black community. But let him have been that motherfucker who went to jail. You probably have been dick riding him, always writing him, going to go see him. If he went to jail, use a young age for murder or something like that. Or if he was just a piece of shit ass motherfucker, y'all probably would be respecting him more. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up how these black kids get brainwashed by these mothers. It's a shame. You know what I mean? I'm riding with 50 all the way on this one, man. Fuck that.